Hi guys, it's Jeanette with Inner Sun Alchemy, and I'm here to give you your July 2017 tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have a Cancer rising, sun sign, or moon sign, this reading is for you. Let's get started. Alrighty, so your overall energy for the month is the Ten of Cups in reverse. That's a great energy to have because, whether it's upright or reversed, Ten of Cups speaks to deep emotional fulfillment and connection with loved ones, whether family, friends, romantic partners, or just, how you feel about life in general. But you are in a really good space, and that energy is going to be full and on hand for you for the entire month of July. Now, in the position of your sense of self and also how others see you, you have the Three of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this in two different ways. In one way, you may actually be celebrated for who you are this month. People may really start to recognize and verbally express their admiration for who you are, what you're doing, the impact that you're having on them and their lives, what have you. But there definitely is an honoring, and even if it's not honoring, at the very least, there's a recognition of your value. So that's definitely going to feel good for you and boost your ego, your self-esteem. But also, this is an energy of you wanting to really connect and make substantial relationships with others. So, you really are shifting your mindset and your inner landscape to really develop and cultivate relationships that are going to be long-lasting and give you the stability in the material world that you're really looking for. Cancer is the energy that makes a house a home. And so, but in order to have that home, you need the house, right? So, while you have this wealth of emotional stability and expansion there, your focus may be, or you may be showing up more so in the context of wanting to manifest physically what you're feeling in the spirit or in your emotions. At the base of your reading, in the area that has to do with your home life, your family, your close connections, your heart itself, this is also the area of your past lives. You have the energy of the Three of Cups in reverse. So what this tells me is that you're not necessarily going to be outwardly showing or expressing emotions or celebrating too much. This is more so an internal synergy that's happening with you between your heart and your mind. And it's like there's an inner union that's happening for you. So that's beautiful. In the house of your relationships here, you have the Star card. And the Star is reminding you to have hope. If you've come from a situation or a past where you haven't really been able to fully express your emotional depths, the Star is saying to not lose hope. And to not let your vision be marred by, doubts or low self-esteem or any fears. And it's also saying that there is opportunity for newness in your relationships. Maybe, breakthroughs with, someone in your family, a really close friend, maybe a romantic relationship. Or maybe even something with your coworkers or something around work opens up for you. But this energy speaks of new beginnings right on the horizon, to keep your focus there and to, share and cultivate as you feel appropriate. But, make sure not to close off either. You want to keep your heart open. That is a concern, though, of the Three of Cups in reverse. When you have a massive amount of expansion and growth and you're kind of in a new state of renewal, it may be scary for you at first to kind of venture out as this new person, but make sure that you don't let that prevent you from making really emotionally fulfilling connections, which are really important to you. Now, in the position of your career, your life purpose, the impact on the world, you actually have the Knight of Wands in reverse here. Now, this is actually an interesting energy to have reverse for this kind of career-esque sector, because there's been so much energy plowing through for Cancer, and there's going to be so much energy in Cancer, but it really is more so focused in your sense of self for July, because everything is coming into your sun sign. Unless you have a Libra rising, which would put put Cancer at the top of your chart, you would see an expansion there in the career, but I'll speak to both. So, if this is really more so speaking about you and your sense of purpose in the world, this energy is telling you to make sure you really are connected with your heart and know what is fulfilling for you versus what is outwardly acceptable. And it's not to say that, what's in your heart is really like, against the grain or what have you, because, Cancer tends to actually be pretty traditional in a lot of ways. But there are subtle differences, and it's going to be important for you to really touch base with your intuitive nature to feel where the flow is internally from your core versus what is coming from your head as a really cool idea that's not actually like birthed from your inner self, your inner child. Now, if this is related to career for you, then this means that you don't want to rush ahead and overdo it this month, because there is the risk with all of this energy, Sun, Mercury, of course the moon, the new moon is going to be happening in Cancer, and then you also have Mars. You may potentially burn yourself out, so take it easy. Carefully weigh any opportunities that come to you for business. Don't necessarily jump both feet in. Keep one set of legs on the earth and keep one set of legs in the water, and juggle between, or live between those two worlds. You have that ability, so make sure you use that and are discerning this month in what you do for your career life. But, primarily the energy that's coming through is just to be mindful not to overdo it, not to get burned out or swept away in the massive amount of fire energy that's there, and stay grounded in your body, stay grounded in your heart, stay grounded in your intuition, and you should be fine. At the heart of your reading, you have the Six of Swords. So this is good, because this means that you really are moving into calmer, clearer waters. You are really grounded in a sense of yourself. And again, that is coming through with this Ten of Cups here. Whatever you have come out of, because, the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, and that means that there was some conflict. Probably that was the residual from whatever was happening in, your close relationships or in your heart energy. But, this is speaking to the area of your soul's expression, your inner child, and there is a moving on energy. And for those of you that are familiar with the traditional Rider-Waite deck, tarot deck, the Six of Swords, you see a person being shipped away in a boat. They have their swords there. There's someone who actually is like rowing them, and the person, you, is sitting in the boat. And what I love about that imagery is that you're allowing yourself to be carried through to your next level. You're not having to effort. You're allowing life, you're allowing the universe to carry you through, because you've just come through a battle. You've achieved this emotional stability that you need, or you're in the process of achieving that. And because maybe you're still in that process, you're being encouraged not to push, not to go too fast, and allow yourself to be supported. So beautiful messages for you, Cancer. It's going to be a really at times vibrant and expansive, but also soft energy. Just remember, like I said, to take it easy. Don't overdo it. Give yourself the time to really enjoy the emotional stability that is unfolding for you, because that is so important to you. And keep your heart open. Allow these new relationships, whether they're literally new people coming in or if they're just an expansion of relationships that you do have, allow those to happen, and allow yourself to see and to peer into an aspect of your heart that you might not have had a chance to experience so far in this lifetime. So that's your tarot reading for July 2017. I hope that it blessed your life. If you would like to have your own private reading with me, please reach out to my website at innersunalchemy.com. It's in the description box below. You can sign up for a tarot reading, astrology. I also do energy healing as well, like if you're needing help to clear and move through anything that may be coming up in the heart or around potentially love for you. I'm available. I hope you have a wonderful July, and I will see you next month. Bye.